Well, hello everybody, it's Natalie here. I'm here in my home studio that I've made into my, I guess, wellness spa. I say I guess because I'm not having clients here, so it feels so different. And I think that is actually the theme of this video. So here I am, NatalieViscoveryPourier.com, and I am always thinking about, like, how do we identify ourselves, right? And it's a pretty powerful subject. So what I'd like to say here is my background in social work. Then I came out and I worked with, used to be troubled adolescents, until I realized traumatized adolescents, and that's because I was one, am one, will always be here with me. And so I'm inviting you in here today. See, one foot is already up. I work in the chakra system now, and one of my feet was pulled, all tucked up. Yeah, that's part of the compassion care program that I offer. But here in this video this morning, I wanted to say good morning, and I wanted to talk about that shift from when I moved from social work. Well, no, you never moved from social work. Here I am. But getting into energy wellness and understanding the skin, and so, or learning, listening to the skin. So I'm always thinking about integumentary system, the largest organ of our body, and how often clients would come in. So I went from working in facilities, reaching out and trying to help kids, then moving to working in the education system as a volunteer. Then I became a para, and I worked in all the different areas because I was the substitute. So this is really, really fortunate and wonderful to work with our youth and to work with other teachers. And that was really what prompted this video this morning, is here now during this pandemic, and as I'm home changing the way that I work, I'm really thinking about teachers and the students and the administration and the staff, and I'm thinking about all of us. And first, I always love to ask us to do the 6-3-9 breathing. So we will breathe from our ground, which is our feet, for 6, up to the crown for 3, and then on 9, blow out whatever tensions in the body, releasing that tension so we can have more space for more us. In my studies and works after social work, moving through the body, working it out, pushing it out, expressing it, then working towards another ways that I can show up to help people, getting involved in the skin. And then as I've been through that work, a beautiful friend of mine, I call her the Cosmic Carrot, she introduced me to Anodea Judith, Eastern Body, Western Mind. Amazing, amazing teacher. And so now I work also with and in the chakra system. And so today, when I think about this morning, thinking about our breath, we did 1. I like to do 3. I want to kind of keep this video a little more concise. So I'm just going to ask you to keep breathing. I know you are breathing, that autonomic nervous system that I work in, but to be really aware of the breath. And what I thought about today, when I pull my little angel cards that I love from this fun purple little box, Kathy Tyler and Joy Drake, I pulled wisdom. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make a video for teachers. For teachers that it just fills me up already, that I love. You know? And to think about what's upon us and how we have to look at things, and how we have to then, right? Chakra 1, the right to your own life. The shadow is fear. Chakra 2, the right to your own needs. The shadow is guilt. And then I put the orange on, put that blue. Chakra 5, the right to speak your truth. Shadow lies. So this video today, I just wanted us to be breathing. So even if it's just thinking about that 6 up, hold for 3, out for 9, maybe that's a tool that you want to bring to the classroom. And then we have to think about breathing, and are we breathing too harsh? Is it too light? Like, then boop, right back into the fear. So we go easy, we go soft, and you work through these things I hope and wish for you, knowing that you're not alone. And what I wanted to say is when we come with this us versus them and the light and the shadow and the really, as Anodea says, the decapitation, right? We study the mind in the West. Really, we studied the body in the East, bringing that together. And then we talk about it in the middle, the solar plexus, the right to our own power, this shadow of shame. So I want to ask a beautiful friend and client and fellow trainee with me. She talked about when Anodea says power with. And I was like, I don't remember that. Yeah, because I have a space now again, power with. So the power with you teachers, the power with you administrators, the power with you kids, power with you parents, the power with the teachers and the kids and the parents who want to stay home and do virtual training. I really was thinking about how am I going to work, changing my business, can't touch people, what do I do? And I started making videos because I had a student who I love so much whose mom was like, he's struggling, can you just reach out? So we started doing video sessions, and from these video sessions, he has said that the work that I've offered has significantly brought so much more joy in his life. And then I think, okay, keep going, keep doing more. So there might be people who might say, no, you can't, or that don't work, or this and that, however that is. Okay, thank you. And then move on to that spot, that wisdom spot. I dropped it. I think it's because we're going to pick another card for you. The wisdom spot. That's the little angel is wearing purple and yellow. I always love to look at the cards and go through the chakras, just for fun. So purple is universal knowledge, the right to our own universal knowledge. And the shadow there is attachments. Doesn't that make sense? Attachment to. We have attachment to how we do things. Well, if you look over at my website and in my training of self-compassionate care, I work through the body with the skin, some feel-good techniques and tips. My mom is a big part of my trauma story, who's no longer with us. She's up with the angels. She would always say, the only thing constant is change. So this is the greatest thing, to be human and to change. And then I always look at the skin and I'll tell my clients, well, desquamation. What's that? Cellular turnover, cellular rejuvenation. And the amazing thing is, you don't have to do anything. Your body does it for you. But to be with, power with in your body, well then, you can use a body brush. My clients know all about the body brush. Oh, feels so good. I'd love to ask those teachers, go get yourself a body brush. Maybe the parents get their kids a little body brush. And maybe we can incorporate some compassionate self-care during the day. Talking about tips. Maybe we don't want to do this in the classroom. They can do it at home. But it's here for you. Now, we slough it off. It helps cellular rejuvenation. It helps the skin. We're giving the skin a little help. Skin's helped us. It's gone with us everywhere we've been. It's carried us in all the places maybe we've left. Dear friend told me that. So join Power With. And what I wanted to say as I finish up this thank you teachers video is for myself as a chakra teacher and someone who felt very much connected to resilience training, because I was one of those students really needed teachers. Still, there's the charge. Yeah, because home wasn't always the safest and the best place for me. Not because I wasn't loved, but because there was a lot of trauma wrapped around. And so I was alone a lot. And I look at all my teachers, but Mrs. Denmark from 6th grade, Meadowbrook School. And I believe Mrs. Umbrow, 1st grade, Prospect School. Baldwin, Long Island. But Mrs. Denmark, we were the purple people eaters. I think that was one of the names for us. And then the Denmark Demons, because we were misfits and they had to make an extra class. They moved all these schools together. There was change in our town. They had to do all these different things, and they did it. And from this process, I met my best friend, Debbie Olson. I don't usually say full names, but Debbie Olson, because she's awesome, Debbie Bernicow. And that's how we met, from these schools merging together. And then all of the wonderful people I met at Prospect, then all the wonderful people I met at Meadowbrook. So there's change. And so if I didn't have that, oh my gosh, how would I have survived half of the experiences in my life? Because my best friend, Deb Bernicow, is right next to me. She's with me still. So I just want us to think, okay, everyone is allowed to have their own fears. What do you do with it? How does it work for you? Or someone putting that on you. So, as Anna Day and Judith has taught me, and I'm sharing with you, you are at choice. You are at choice. You get to choose. Do I want to convey that I think this is so easy? No, I will never, ever, ever try to say that. This is hard. This is not easy. But it is. Human. We are human beings. And being with, I'm asking you to be with your skin. I'm asking you to be your own aesthetic client. Lay right down. Take a deep breath. You've got that 6 up, hold for 3 and out for 9. And maybe when you're breathing that last one, you're sending love out to someone else. Maybe that's what you're doing. And if you don't have that right now, you save it for yourself, because it can be scary. I am just thinking about what it would have been like to do my job at Maple Street School. Shout out. Love you all. What would it be like? Maybe it's time to volunteer again. Maybe they need us, volunteers, all around our communities. And then to figure out how can we volunteer and help, and then also stay safe and not power over someone else just with this virus. So I'm asking to remember to be at choice, and to know that just hitting play and making a video, I was able to help somebody, significantly help me, and then to create a program that now I have clients, quite a few of them, taking the workshop. You're welcome. You're welcome to take it. I've tried to make it as affordable as I can. And so, I think that you'll find that it is. But I'll keep making videos, keep doing things. But I picked us a card. And I'm just sitting here and I'm feeling really emotional. And I just want to send it's okay, and to give yourself a bleeping break today. And I picked, let's see, where is the light? Go to the light, Natalie. There it is. You see it? Yeah, you do. Strength. There's an angel hugging a tree. And the tree is the root and the ground. Grounding, shifting. I want to look at the colors. The angel's wearing gray. I feel like gray can be also right up there with the crown chakra, the right to universal knowledge, the attachments too. So I want to say one more thing. I'm a big fat liar. I'm always going on. Excessive fifth chakra. But those teachers listen to me. I love you all. And students, I love you all. But as I was thinking about what I wanted to say today, I found my little bag of goodies. I have a few other bags of goodies, but these are our little gifts. Little gifts from students that I got to work with. Some of these kids, some special additional needs. And I'm sure it's hard for them and their parents. I'm sure it's very hard. But I hold these dear to me. And isn't it amazing that then what happened? I started working in the chakra system in all the colors. My life was often filled with black, white, and gray. I had to stay quiet and small and protected, and now those who know me know I'm not really that small or quiet. And maybe you wouldn't think I'm protected, but I armored up in a lot of ways. But I want us to know that these teachers, if I may say, as being one of them, they have to think about themselves and their families and their students and the way that they can protect themselves, and I'm grateful that they are able to do that. I hope that can keep happening. And then I also think about the administrators trying to protect. Then I think about the kids trying to figure out how it's going to work, and the parents. And I do have to say, My children are out of school and they're in college now. And my husband and I know that we both can breathe a different type of sigh, although college has its own set of situations. But I want you to know that our hearts are with all you guys. But also, wisdom and strength. We're humans. And we live in a great country. I believe it's the best country of all. Maybe I'm a little biased there, but my mother left a different country, another country that's great too. She wanted to come here where she could wear pants instead of a skirt if she chose. She could walk her own path. And she could choose how she wants to live life. And so as a first generation American, it's pretty powerful for me. And I hold that very seriously. And I always will. And the fact that we are at choice. And also that even after years of not being with certain students, they're right with me. And that's what I wanted to say to all of you today. To give yourself a bleep and break. I'm coming up with a word in my training. I use a other word, but I'm working on chakra kids and chakra teens. I've got chakra moms, chakra dads, chakra people, chakra beings, all those different programs. But what I would like to ask is that you give other people a break too. And when you feel like you can't, that's okay. Go out and yell and kick and scream. You get to. You get to be really effing angry or anything you want. You get to. But we have to also know, right, that we're complicated. We're complicated beings. And that's why we're awesome. So this video is quite long. I'm going to put it out anyway, because it'll find the person who needed it today. And it really helped me. It helped me. We're breathing up. We're holding. It helped me on the out. Connect with my own feelings. We're breathing up again. What are your feelings around all of this? Maybe there's a sound. Get rid of that charge, that block. For your own charge. One more time, all together, breathing up. I want to ask us to consider hope. Hope is real. And I want to say I love you. I want to say I love you. Thinking of you. And I pulled this one more. It says authenticity. So you go and you do and you be and you have the way it works best for you. You get to. I hope you don't feel that I'm trying to undermine or lessen the significance of the situation, because maybe in the past I would have done that. Maybe I would have been so armored up that we have to just keep going. That's my strength. Thank you, Mama. But also in the gentle way. And I hold you all here too. I just want to say I love you. I'm right here. Go to my website and send me an email. You don't have to buy any of the trainings. To do any of those things. You can just say hi. Maybe you might need a card.